Hey, yo, everyone, and welcome. I'm your friend, Art of Mana, and let's dive into this 824th stream, a bonus stream, and one in which we're going to play a little game called Mail Time, and this has the most beautiful opening music. I don't know if you've been listening to it. If you got here early, you have. I do have to say I am under the weather, so there is no camera today. Just a real cozy stream playing this demo of a game coming out in April. One that I'm really excited about, actually. One that I didn't anticipate streaming at this point. Definitely didn't think I was going to stream the demo, but I was thinking about how I really wanted to stream tonight, despite not feeling that well. And two things came to my mind. The first was the Google Doodle. If any of you saw my tweet earlier, you know there was a bubble tea themed Google Doodle. And it was delightful. I played it. I enjoyed it. I'd actually like to play some of it tonight. But it reminded me of this game, Mail Time, which I had downloaded the demo of on Steam. And, I like cozy games. Felt like the right thing to do is to play this game. So that's what we're going to do. Oh, Pixel Knight, I'm so sorry to hear that. And Metroid, thanks for understanding. And Mr. H, welcome on in. And I suppose I really should offer a shout out for our dear friend Metroid, a family-friendly streamer, and someone that you should check out. So tonight, this will be a somewhat short stream. I can't guarantee there will be a lot of content, and there will be no face cam. But I do want to let you know of a couple of upcoming streams that I think are going to be a lot of fun, and one in which I'm not actually going to be the host. So this Wednesday, I'm going to be a guest on Level 857's podcast. This was a podcast I was on before, actually. So if you remember or recall, quite some time ago, I showed up there. And there's a great group of guys. We had a wonderful conversation. That was their 228th podcast that I was on. That was back in September of 2022. And hold on, I'm getting this all wrong. Sorry, 174. I was supposed to do something in September. I thought that sounded wrong. 174th stream is what I appeared on. Their podcast number 174 on the Level 857 video game podcast, which is on YouTube. And that was actually in August 11th of 2021. Yeah, that sounds better. I was looking back at my history here, conversation with the team, and anyways, I was looking at one that we were planned on doing. And unfortunately, that was when COVID basically was starting to become an issue in our family, and we had to cancel that one. And then we had another one scheduled, or we had sort of rescheduled, and we had to cancel that one as well. So now that I'm sick, I'm thinking, I just want to make sure that I actually get to this one. Sonata, hey, secret late night stream? Exactly. So good to see you, Sonata. How are your streams going, my friend? Shout out to Sonata. Another family-friendly streamer. Streaming Hollow Knight, fantastic. Just have the face cam, but it's staring at a Kirby plush. Or the Kirby Automaton, right? Anyway, so yes, please join me Wednesday for that podcast. I'm really excited. We're going to talk about video games. And again, I'm not going to be the most energetic, but I think you'll enjoy. I'll be tweeting out the links and everything, but I suppose I should probably give you a link now. And then it's probably worth mentioning as well that I have 2 more streams planned this week. Now, these are on my channel. Thank you, Mr. H. Yeah, I'm not feeling well, unfortunately. It's just a shame. But that being said, I'm going to stick with it. I'm going to make this happen. I'm sure of it. Anyway, the other two streams are going to involve Mario Kart. Okay. And I'm pretty excited about that. You know I like Mario Kart, right? So this Friday morning... Oh, let me put this in chat before I share that. Let me put this in chat. This is the YouTube link to level 857. That is the team. That is the channel I will be appearing on this Wednesday. It'll be a little earlier than usual. It will be my time, 4:30. Is that right? Let's see. Yeah, 4:30. So 7:30 p.m. Eastern time. So 4:30 p.m. Western time. If you want to join me for that Metal Rhine cluster, lovely to see you. Live action Mario Kart game, JK. That's not what I'm planning on, but it would be great. I'd love it. That would be super cool. But that's not what I'm going to do. As cool as that sounds. No, on Friday at 9 a.m., Twitchy Berry will be joining me on the channel. And I believe you'll be seeing Twitchy Berry's face for the first time on stream, which is really exciting. And Twitchy Berry is going to be with me as I unbox some cards that he sent me. And I'm really excited to share them with you. As you already know, some of them are Animal Crossing amiibo, but there will also be some CCGs to unbox, and I think you're gonna like those. Then, and we'll be playing Mario Kart after that. Mario Kart 8 Deluxe online on Saturday, and if you can believe it, this is already we're talking February right now. My first two streams of February. February 4th, Saturday at 11 a.m. Ghost Kid is going to join me, and we're going to be playing Mario Kart. Actually, we're going to be playing Super Mario Kart. And I'll be teaching it to him because he's never played the original Super Mario Kart. So we'll be going through the game, and I'll be sharing some thoughts about it and introducing him to the mechanics and the ins and outs of it. And then he and I are going to do a second part to this, which is not planned just yet. The second part is going to be him teaching me a whole bunch of his tips and tricks for Mario Kart 8 Deluxe, because I don't know how many of you have raced against Ghost Kid, but he is an amazing Mario Kart player, and he's incredibly good at Mario Kart 8 Deluxe, and so I want to pick his brain, and he's going to be willing to share that. So it's not just me who will be learning. It will be all of us who hang out in that stream. So stay tuned, and we'll let you know when that is going to happen. But I think for now, that's enough chatting and sharing. I believe it's time to snap our fingers and move on in to the lovely looking game, Mail Time, a demo. This is what we'll be playing first, and then we'll go to the Google Doodle. Pixel Knight. With a name like Ghost Kid, I want to make a Casper the Friendly Ghost joke. Sonata says, I wanted to pop in and say hi since I saw you live, but it's late and I've got school tomorrow. See you later. No worries. I understand. It is a super late stream, and I'm just grateful that you did pop by and say hi. I wish you the best in all of your streams, and I do intend to make it to more of them. I'm sorry I haven't. But everybody, please check out Sonata. It's great to see another family-friendly streamer. Metroid, Sonata, 2 right here that are worth checking out. So if you wouldn't mind pulling up a tab and checking out those 2 streamers, I would appreciate it. Anyway, let's take a moment to just talk about how wonderful the audio is in this game. Everything you've heard so far has been directly from this game, and if I bump the audio up a little bit, to me, that is absolutely lovely. I really, really like this. So, very relaxing. I think it's going to be quite nice. Music is so chill indeed. I apologize. I don't actually have a scene that just has the chat on the side. I just thought of that right now. I wonder what I could do. I wonder if I could pull something together really quickly. I never thought about this because I usually have a camera of some sort. But let me ask you, all of you here, would you want to see the chat on the side? Is that important to you? Or is it more important to you to see the game a little bit larger? In other words, is it worth it for me to create another scene real quickly that would have the chat on the side? Would that be something you'd like? I can do it. Oh, Pixel Knight, I agree with you that this music and title screen gives me fall vibes as well. Either way, let's see if I can do this quickly, and if it seems like it's going to take a while, I won't worry about it, but let's just see if I can do this. I believe... here we go. Yeah. There we go. I think. All right. Okay. Sonata's going to head out. No worries. No worries, my friend. And I think we've just about got this, but I am probably going to do one other thing quickly. Oh my goodness.
Hold on to your hats. We're being raided.
Dash Magnum. No way. My friend, perfect timing. So good to have you come in with that raid. And I suppose that means we're going to have to jump back to our chat screen and see all the lovely people coming on in. Nexus, so good to see you. Lethal Rage. Hey. Oh, goodness. All right. Let me tell you, everybody, I'm a little under the weather. You can hear it in my voice. And this is going to be a super chill stream. So I may be putting you to sleep. We're playing a lovely looking game called Mail Time.
Is that a new subscriber? Welcome.
Yeah. Oh, thank you, Dash.
Dashing
man.
in with a Magnum resub. The timing was indeed too perfect for a raid and a resub. Happy Monday, friend.
Oh, I'm so grateful. Thank you so much. Oh, that's so kind of you. And yes, perfect timing indeed. Sometimes you just can't get any better than that, can you? Well, I suppose then we're just about ready to dive into this game, but let me just take a moment really quickly to attempt something here, if I may. You see, I realized I don't actually have a scene that is set up with my game and just chat for those instances in which I actually am not going to show my face because I'm not feeling good. And so right now I'm actually setting it up as we speak. It's just about done. I think this is going to work quite nicely, actually. Yeah, actually, I'm very happy with this. This is a impromptu sort of thing, but as you can see, I think it turned out quite nice. So that's what we're going to use here tonight. Hello, everyone. Oh, gosh. Pixel Knight says, you fool, Mana. This headache makes it really hard to sleep at times. Oh, no. But maybe this lovely music is going to make you fall asleep just fine. Let me go up and see what I missed here. So, Nexus, thank you for the I hope you feel better soon. I really do appreciate that. Pixel Knight says, welcome, Raiders. I was going to put the refreshments on the table, but I'm sick and didn't want any of you to get sick. So very conscientious. I get it. Dark Solid X, hello everyone in chat. I missed you there. I'm so glad I went back up and checked it out. Dark Solid X dashing in with the Magnum Raid. Metroid says, oh man, if you really want to check out a very beautiful Fame, I think, game. There we go. Metroid corrected himself later. Try the Artful Escape. Let me pull up a tab and just make a little note of that. The Artful Escape. Okay. And Metal Ryan Cluster says, I'm just barely getting over a cold, but feel better now. I'm telling you, so many things. So many things. And yeah, Automod, right? Automod. What are we going to do? Silly Automod. Sometimes you just got to question what is going on in the mind of Automod. All right, friends. It's time to actually try this out. Now I have a controller handy. And I'm going to see if it's working. And it is. So I'm going to click Quick Start. Oh. Maybe I didn't want to do Quick Start. Oh, you know what? Actually, I think I'm going to do something quickly. Yeah, you see... oh, hello. There we go. Sorry, that was my camera scene. I'm so used to clicking that I clicked it out of habit. But I am actually going to... I'm going to cancel out of this quickly. Because I believe if you start new game, you get a character creation screen. And I'm a sucker for those. So I'm going to exit out of this game really quickly. Maybe reset? Does that? No. How to simply get out of the game. I think I have to close the window. There we go. Okay. So yeah, give me a moment. I'm going to do this. Pixel Knight comes in with a green shirt, a blue dog, and a piece of mail. Here's the mail. It never fails to make me want to. Has a cough and wheezing fit interrupting the song. Don't sing while sick. Isn't that true? Actually, we found the Void of Mana. Actually, I did manage to sing while sick this weekend. I don't recommend it. Dash liked that, Pixel Knight. Much appreciated. Yes, Dash, we all appreciate a good character creator, right? And I want to show the character creator off. So we're going to try that again. And let's go ahead and head back, shall we? So there we go. All right. So instead of quick start, new game. Here we are. Here we are. Okay. I love it. Mr. H. Oh dear. Yeah. I understand. Same for me. Although interestingly, I sometimes, will end up having, I'll end up having my my voice deepen, as you can probably tell now. I think we'll go with that. It appears like I do need to use the mouse for this, so I'm going to. Again, this is a demo. It's an incomplete game, so I think the mouse just makes sense. Let's see. I'm going to go with he, him, hairstyle. Actually, I wonder if maybe I just always have that mushroom. I don't know. I can't tell really what my hair looks like, Oh, I see. Oh, I can pause it like that. I got it. Okay. That's pretty cute. Ooh, I actually think I'm going to go with that. That hair seems pretty good. We'll go with that. Hair color. Gives so many options here. Okay. I actually like how that works. It doesn't really smoothly transition, but it's just kind of it's sort of a neat little thing. Ooh, I kind of dig this. I'm wondering if I should go with, I kind of feel like going with a darker skin tone and then the light hair. I don't know why. Not sure. Maybe I'll go like that. There we go. Outfit color. Oh, this is fun. This is charming. I really like this. Okay. I think I'm going to go with the color there. Oh, here we go. Let's take a look at this backpack. So we have a few different kinds here. Oh, look at this. Haha. This is adorable. Oh man, but I think I got to go with sort of the classic there. I like that envelope on it. This is pretty nice too, but I think I'm going to go... Oh, I guess the envelope is on all of them, but I'm going to go with this one. Backpack color. Oh. I think I'm going to go with that one. I think that works really nicely. Glider. We get gliders. Now, is that... Oh. Oh, what? The hair does match the inside of the mushroom. See, doesn't that look good? Oh, these are adorable. Oh my gosh. Now, right now, here we go. I'm going back up here. Nexus, I'm so sorry. Nexus asks what this game is about. Well, it is actually about delivering mail. And it's sort of as simple as that. I could go to the Steam page to show you more. But I think it might just be fun to sort of experience this, and see where everything goes. And I think that's going to do it for me. I like that. All right. And here we are. It is on PC right now, but I believe it's intended to come to all platforms, including the Nintendo Switch, which is where I'm most excited to play this. That's where I'll be making the purchase. From the look of it, anyways, I'm already in, I'm already excited. A little like Paperboy, perhaps Nexus. I don't know yet. I feel like it might be a little bit Animal Crossing-esque. I don't know. The slider sound effect is weird, Mr. H says. Fair enough. Oh, Mr. H is the one who was asking, or who was saying it's a PC game at the moment. Or is it intending to go on all platforms? It's PC at the moment. They should make a game about delivering papers. I did that with my dad for some time as a kid. It was one heck of a time, Mr. H says. Well, I mean, there is Paperboy, but that's cool. That's cool. All right, here we go. So this is me asking, are we there yet? And Janet says no. Oh, how about now? No. What about stop? Will you shut up if I tell you where we're going? Promise. All right. Janet says, now don't get too excited, but today is your first solo delivery. What? Yes, Brian exclaims. Janet laments, my ears. Brian apologizes. Oh, sorry. Janet continues, right, so here we go. I'm so excited. Forgot about Paperboy, Mr. H says. You were a PC kid. That's fair. Well, it was an arcade game first, right? And then I believe it came to NES and SNES. Well, Super Paperboy. Janet says, okay, so you've got it, right? Yeah, I do, Brian says. Wait, no. One more time? Listen closely this time, then, Janet replies. You, Brian. Me, Brian? Need to deliver that letter in your backpack to a hedgehog named Barb. Deliver letter to Barb, Brian exclaims. Oh, Janet continues. Also, you can leave the bee here, by the way. No thanks, Brian says. Bee goes with me everywhere. Besides, I don't control them. They just kind of do what they want. Which seems to be following me around. Fine, Janet says, as long as you deliver that letter to Barb. All right, and here we are into the game. Maybe a little bit of a choppy frame rate here, but there's a frog. Oh, bee. It's Jim the frog in a sweater. Dexus deletes comments. What now? What? Oh gosh. I thought Paperboy was fun. So Pixel Knight had just written, let's be honest, Paperboy isn't that fun. That's funny. It's 3D, yeah, Mr. H. This is 3D. A little choppy, but in a charming way, Dash says. I love that we have a frog named Jim in a sweater. Jim says, what's a fresh sprout like you doing here? Hi, I'm delivering mail today. Ah, yeah, I gathered that from the whole Mail Scout van and stuff. Oh, yeah, I guess it's obvious. Well, my name's Jim. Good to meet you, Brian. Nice to meet you, Brian. Did you know you can hop around by pressing the spacebar? That doesn't help me. I guess it's probably A on a Xbox controller. I thought that the Xbox controller would just work in this, but it doesn't appear to be. Well, maybe it is, because I'm seeing the B down below. I don't know. Oh, I think that was part of my training. It really should be, Jim says. Hopping is life's greatest pleasure, and a very useful skill when you encounter high obstacles. Let's see. Oh, and if you hold the hop button, you can glide. Oh, look at, there's a little spring stretch and squash and stretch, or whatever they call it. Oh, this is lovely. This is just delightful. So, wee. All right. Hey, could you help me? Yes, of course, Daisy says. What do you need? I have a letter for Barb. Oh, she lives just up in the tree across the path. Thanks. No problem. Is it true you Mail Scouts can glide with those letters? It is. It's really fun. How do you do it? We jump with A and hold. Oh, now it's actually showing the correct, what do you call it? The glyphs, the correct glyphs. Wow. Can I go here? I love that I have a little bee, almost like Navi, you know? My little helper friend. Pixel Knight, I don't think anybody's offended. I think what you shared was your opinion, right? It's fair. Oh, this is a giant snail I can speak to. All right, why not? What are you doing here? Donna asks. Hi, I'm delivering mail to Barb. Oh, she lives just up in that big tree. Thanks. Oh, and my name is Donna. What's your name? Brian. It's great meeting you, Brian. Oh, since you have legs, did you know mushrooms are bouncy? That's so cool. It is. Some bounce more than others, apparently. I haven't confirmed because, well, I don't have legs. Oh, I'm sorry. Oh, it's no issue. I enjoy my life. I can carry so much more stuff like this. Oh, man. Is it giving you some Adventure Time vibes? A little bit, I suppose. I haven't watched a ton of Adventure Time, but I can see how, oops, there's definitely some similarities. I'm reminded of an episode. Oh, Anime Barrel. Ooh. Oh. Glitchy. Am I stuck? I can get out of this. There we go. I can get out of this. Animate Barrel, my friend. Mana, animate. Thank you for the subscription, and thank you for coming tonight. I apologize, I'm not feeling so super well, but oh dear, I think I overshot that. But I'm playing this delightful little game. Hahaha. And that definitely helps. Pixel Knight says, kind of surprised. I think you would like that show. Actually, yeah, no, I enjoyed it from what I watched of it, but I didn't watch everything, you know. But I'm recalling an episode of Adventure Time where the Jake and Finn, the main characters, meet. I can't remember. She's a little, is it Trunks? Trunks? She's a little elephant watering can-like creature. Anyway, that kind of reminds me of some of these interactions. It was sort of in a forest, I think. And yeah, anyways, I'm picturing some of those some of these animals speaking like Trunks. But anyway, how are you doing? Animate Barrel says, why didn't you personally text me that you were streaming? I know. I just started, my friend. I just started. I think Trunks is right, Dash says. Hello. This is too adorable. Oh, Nexus says, hey, Mana. I was going to stay here until I finish hatching these Pokemon eggs, but I overdid the eggs. Got a lot more to go, so I'll be heading to bed very soon. No worries. No worries. Nexus, thank you so much for coming on in and being here. It's wonderful to see you. Actually, allow me. You know what I didn't do? What I need to do is I actually need to let everybody know that if you can't stay tonight, it's perfectly fine. It's super late. Feel free. Whatever you have to do. And if you'd like to lurk, that's fine too. But yeah, a lot of Adventure Time vibes from this. Tree Trunks. Her name was Tree Trunks. Oh, that's great. That's what it was. That's too cute. Well, hello. Hello. Hi. What can I do for you, Barb asks. Oh, well, I actually have something for you. Oh, thanks, dear. Oh, thank you so much for bringing this to me. What is it? Oh, it's a letter from my son, Greg. I hadn't heard from him in so long. Oh, no problem. Actually, dear, before you go, would you mind taking this with you? It's a letter for my Greg. He really needs to read it. Oh, yeah, of course. Where is he? Oh, he lives in the Grumblewood Grove. It's quite a ways from here. How far? Well, if you can't fly, it'd probably be better to have a car or something. Oh, Janet has a van. She can drive me. Marvelous. Good luck, dear. Thanks, miss. Have a wonderful day. Oh, man, look at this. This is just adorable. Nexus is trying to get a shiny, or Schlimely. I can't talk. Trying to get a shiny Glimmet. This one doesn't want to give me a shiny. Been at it for a few days now. Oh, man. So I guess the Pokemon Go hunt, it continues. It continues. I should probably get back into that game at some point. Look, I love how you just sit down here. This is great. So now I've got a letter for Barb's son. Ooh, this is really pretty. Yeah, this is good. It seems like there's stuff over here. So this game, Animate Barrel, who just hopped in here, is a demo. And it should be released here in April, according to the developer's post. Oh no, I wanted to get the thing that was there. Whatever that thing was. Oh, alas. You know, I don't necessarily hold the developer to that, but that's just their intent, I think. So this is a free demo on Steam. I don't know if I mentioned that before, so if anyone would like to try this out, it's free. And this isn't a this isn't a game that was given to me for review. It was just a game that I saw and thought it looked interesting. It looked up my alley, and it looked really comfortable, cozy, even just like the thing I need to play when I'm not feeling well. Oh, I got a honeydew bottle cap. I see, when you get those bottle caps, you have to land before you actually receive the little message. I get it now. And doesn't this look like just a lovely game? I mean, I'm with you there. Mr. H says, this is the cutest little game I've seen in some time. Check out that Zone 1, man. That's pretty good for a demo. Yeah. Exactly, Mr. H. Ooh, yeah. Dash says, it's really cute. It has an almost Rankin Bass look to the animation. Yeah. Who did The Hobbit, right? And The Return of the King? Am I getting that right? Is that who Rankin Bass is? If I'm even saying the name correctly. Look at this Clarence. It's a rock star. I like your vibe, shorty. Thanks. You seem pretty cool as well. Thanks, bud. Well, what's up? Just came out to hang out with the Claremeister. No, sorry. I've got a letter for Barb. Oh, wait. Already did it. Good for you, pal. You finding your way all right? I think so. Nice. Hey, if you're going that way, would you mind doing me a little favor? Would you drop this letter off with Egbert, perchance? No biggie? I'm not sure if I'm allowed to take letters from strangers. Clarence is the name. Peckinwood's the game. That's a woodpecker. That's adorable. Now we're not strangers anymore. You make a very convincing argument. I'll do it. Sweet, I owe you. Oh, dash. No. No. I was wrong on that. Rankin Bass. Of course, that's why I was thinking of it. Rankin Bass, who did the Rudolph the Red-Nosed Reindeer. Who did the Hobbit? It was Warner Brothers, but who was the artist there? I'll look it up really quickly. Oh! Rankin Bass. It was actually. Oh, look at that. It was actually them. That's something. Of course, it wasn't the Ralph Bakshi Lord of the Rings, which I like the style of that. And yes, Mr. H, I do agree. This has a lot of Animal Crossing vibes. Egbert is the fluffy-looking fellow down the road. Okay. You can glide down to him by jumping and holding A in the air. Cool. Yeah, it's sort of like a miniature world, right? But now that you've said, oh, look at this guy. There's a Toidle. And he's waving at me. Do you want an autograph? Shelby. Oh, I'll do one better. A pic with the one and only future regional racing champion. Oh, we're glitching out in the background there. Oops. But apparently, hold your turtles there. You're a male scout, aren't you? Yes, and I hope the fan mail isn't breaking your back. Shelby, oh my gosh. Shelby, where can I find Barb? Oh, I've already found Barb the Hedgehog, haven't I? Oh no. Maybe not. Oh no, I did. Interesting. Huh. So I don't know why it's still trying to tell me about Barb since I've delivered that letter. At least I think I have. But let's go to this fluffy looking creature right here. Oh no. Oh dear. Pixel Knight. Yeah, not quite. Oh my gosh, it's funny. All right, let's see here. Greetings, young one. By the way, I was muting myself to cough, sorry. Oh, Egbert is adorable. Uh-oh. Apparently Annie is the medic. Hi, Egbert. The bird brain. Oh, I've got a little delivery for you, Egbert. I can never stay mad at the goober, Egbert says. They wrote me a little apology poem. They're just a creative young spirit. Mushrooms are red, but some are orange. Oh, never mind. Seems they crossed that one out. Mushrooms are red. The sun shines even when it's cloudy. That I could doesn't mean I should. At times, I rock a bit too rowdy. That's really great. That's sweet. Oh, you really want me to send something up to Clarence? Yeah, I could do that. Oh, Nexus. Thanks for the 95
Get well
bits.
soon.
Oh, thank you. And you have the best of luck with your Pokemon egg hatching. Get that shiny. Look at this lovely little waterfall, and there's something behind it, it seems. Maybe. Oh no, it was the shadow of the bee. Well, that's just... this is so beautiful. I'm loving this. Mr. H says, I really like that poem. It's not a bad one, is it? I think I quite liked it as well. But I'll tell you what. I think... Gar, how good to see you. Welcome on in. I think I'd like to go to this for a moment. This game is incredibly cute. I highly recommend it already. But I think I'm going to try something. You see, I'd like to actually show off the Google Doodle. The Google Doodle that was released here. And I believe I can do that. I just have to mix down mail time. Excuse me. All right. So let's go and look at this Google Doodle. I mentioned this before. I tweeted it out earlier. For those of you who don't know, though, you can actually find the Google Doodles on the Google Doodles archive. And you could just look for January 29th, 2023, celebrating bubble tea. So I saw this morning, and I guess was actually out yesterday, and they make a point to say that tangy and fruit or sweet and milky, the combinations are endless. Today's interactive game Doodle celebrates bubble tea. Agar, thank you for that resub.
Question mark.
I mean, good point, right? Here, this is a little small actually, so maybe what I'll do here is I'll go ahead and, well, actually, I was going to move to the other way of doing this, but I can just zoom in, right? Let's do that. And then we can look. So here we are. The combinations are endless. Today's interactive game Doodle celebrates bubble tea, also known as boba tea with pearl milk, or boba tea and pearl milk tea. Honeydew, matcha, raspberry, mocha. No matter the flavor, don't forget to mix in some bubbly balls made with fruit jelly or tapioca. Bubble tea gained such popularity globally that it was officially announced as a new emoji on this day in 2020. Oh, I didn't realize that. Okay. Well, that's cool. This Taiwanese drink, which, by the way, makes a lot of sense because I like Thai iced tea, and a Thai iced tea with boba is terrific, right? So some of the best drinks in the world are Taiwanese, I think. This Taiwanese drink started as a local treat and has exploded in popularity over the last few decades. Bubble tea has its roots in traditional Taiwanese tea culture, which dates back as early as the 17th century. However, it wasn't until the 1980s that the bubble tea as we know it today was invented. As waves of Taiwanese immigrants over the last few decades brought this drink overseas, innovation on the original bubble tea continues. Shops around the world are still experimenting with new flavors, additions, and mixtures. Traditional tea rooms across Asia have also joined in on the boba craze, and the trend has reached countries like Singapore, Japan, South Korea, and more. Excuse me. I just realized, by the way, Thai iced tea, isn't that from Thailand? So I may have made a faux pas by saying Taiwanese and in Thailand, kind of, you know what I mean, Thai iced tea. So excuse me, I probably did, I probably did goof that up. I didn't intend to be, it just occurred to me that was my error, but I corrected myself. I can be wrong. Animate Barrel, I was wondering about that. Yeah. As I was reading, I went, wait a minute, that doesn't sound right. Anyways, Taiwan and Thailand are two different countries, people. I am actually pretty decent at geography, so I apologize for my my stumble there. Anyway, Satisfy your craving and make a yummy cup of bubble tea in today's interactive doodle, which features Taiwan's indigenous Formosan mountain dog, as well as a crew of familiar doodle characters. And here's some early drafts. That's kind of cute. Cool. Anyway, so here we are. Look at that. Mr. H, that's fair. So anyways, this is about as easy as they come, if I'm honest. The whole concept here, which, by the way, also, this game has fantastic music. Very Animal Crossing-esque here, right? I love the sound of the rain. The basic idea is that you tap and hold to fill the ingredients to the line. So, hold, try and stop. Oh, I went over, you see? You have to sort of time it right, because there we go, I got that one right. It doesn't stop immediately. So there we go, we got 2 of those right. Anyways, this is a good moment for you to say, if you ever hear me say something that sounds odd, don't hesitate to ask me about it. We're all learning. We're all growing. Oh, I came really close on that one. This is the only one from this morning that I got a perfect on, but I didn't get a perfect this time. Pretty fun and relaxing, Pixel Knight says. I like it. Mr. H, I used to be good at geography. My geography, it's rusty now, I would say. But back in the day, in high school, I actually did extremely well with geography. And in fact, I even got an award in it. But that was quite a while ago. Ooh. Animate Barrel says my hands were busy, or I would have said something. It's all good. It's all good. That was just more, and it wasn't that you had to do something. It was more me just suggesting, look, if you ever hear that, don't hesitate, you know. This was the one I did the worst on. I'm a little worried. They like their boba, as you can see. Oh, that's fair, Mr. H. I had some homeschooling too, actually, in my background. So right on. I don't know if I knew that about your background. And it's fair. I mean, we all have different things that we're interested in and that we've practiced more, and, you know. Ooh, there we go. Oh, darn. I love the little wolf in the corner. He gets kind of sad. Yeah, I think it may have been, I don't remember. It may have been something to do with, again, it was a while ago. Maybe it was kind of like a regional, you know, spelling bee-ish type thing. Ooh, I really did poorly on that one. You know, it was a geography bee kind of thing or something. I don't remember what it was. It really was a while ago, but I remember I got a plaque for it. And that, my friends, is really the gist of this game. It really is just kind of delightful, though. So you can see I got 2 stars, 2 stars, 3 stars, 1 and 1. I'm going to see if I can go again. Maybe we'll do a little bit better. But on the topic of bubble tea, the first time I ever was exposed to bubble tea, the first time I ever had it, was in college. There was a wonderful little Asian fusion restaurant that had bubble tea and the best fresh spring rolls. Oh. Actually, I'd say there's probably about 3 places in my life that I've been very impressed with the spring rolls, Vietnamese spring rolls. And that is one of my favorite foods. I really, really like Vietnamese fresh spring rolls. Lately, I've been getting it with tofu as opposed to the shrimp. I used to like shrimp a lot, but lately, I don't know why I'm not such a big fan. Yeah. But spring rolls, so good. Mr. H says, you probably didn't. It's not something I bring up often, homeschooling. Usually I don't have a reason to. On another note, this game reminds me of the Papa's Flash games. Papa's, like Papa John's? Or I'm not sure what the Papa's is. Ooh, that was close. Oh! Almost. I'm not familiar with that. Darn. Just had to blow my nose there. When I was a kid, Mr. H says, I went to this Asian place that mixed a bunch of Asian cultures' foods. They always had what I consider the best spring rolls. Miss that place. And that's what I was talking about with the Asian fusion place. That's what they did. You know, lots of different things. You know, they had pad thai, they had teriyaki, they had spring rolls, you know, and bubble tea. But they did have at least, well, you know, when I was a little kid growing up, my parents used to go with me to this one restaurant, Vietnamese restaurant. They knew the people that worked there, and we were all pretty chummy, pretty close. Chummy is a weird word. Sometimes it seems not actually friendly, you know what I mean? But I always think of it like actually friendly. We were friendly, you know. We knew each other, knew about each other's families and whatnot. Anyway, so that was like the best spring rolls. And then it was for so long, you know, I was really little then, and for so long I didn't have spring rolls really near me of that quality. So when I found out there was this place in the college town I was in that had spring rolls, I was excited. And what was even better is they actually had spring rolls that were up to the quality of this place that I remembered. So that was really nice. And but like I said, it was actually this restaurant that had bubble tea, and so a friend who'd gone with me, or a few friends, I think we all went together, and this friend said, you know, hey, if you'd like, you should try this. It's just really good. And they had all kinds of flavors. I don't remember what the first bubble tea I had was. One of my favorites to get is a good Thai iced tea bubble tea. And I think maybe that's why I was mixing the two in my head. Because a good Thai iced tea is hard to beat. I'm telling you. Mix that with a little bit of boba. But if I don't... Oh, that was terrible. But if I don't do that, I also very much like coconut and pineapple with lychee jelly. There was a boba tea place in Boston, and they had all kinds of flavors, and you could try different jellies, and it could be anything from the tapioca balls to the lychee jelly to rainbow jelly to everything. Anyway, the best part about this is you see the subway system in Boston. It's called the T. And so when you find a subway station, it's called a T stop. You know, the letter T stop. And so the name of this restaurant was the Boston Tea Stop, TEA. Anyway, I thought that was just a lot of fun. Tea, I think it's, I remember why they call it. It's the just T for transportation. Massachusetts Bay Transportation Authority, MBTA. Right? If you ever heard the song Charlie on the MTA, that was before it was MBTA. That's a classic, right? Poor Charlie paid his money up front, as you used to have to do in Boston. Got on the subway, but didn't have the money. Or no, excuse me, it was backwards. Instead of paying up front, right? That's what it was. Instead of paying up front, you used to pay when you get off. So Charlie got on the subway, but didn't have the money and couldn't get off, so he was doomed to ride the MTA forever and ever. At least that's the idea of the song. But anyways, friends, this is this game. I doubt we're gonna get a perfect score on it, but I wanted to show you. We did, so far we've gotten a few perfects, and I like that, so that makes me feel good. And what do you think? Has anyone gotten a perfect game? Would you be interested in trying it out? Whatever the case may be, I think it's a really great little game. Very cute. So, try it out. See if you like it. All right, we're going to head back to our other game. And I'm going to raise up the volume for this. All right. Oh, really? Mr. H says, did you know that if you look up Atari Breakout, Google will play the game? That's really cool. Got to go to Google Images, though. Okay. Dash says, I've not yet gotten a perfect score, but it is a fun little game. PFC Stillwell, how are you doing, my friend? Hopefully better than I am at the moment. I am under the weather. Did I really have... I'm confused. I feel like I had the other game audio going on, overlapping this one for a moment. Anyway, strange. Telling you that cough is pretty nasty. And I've been trying to plow through some work and stuff, but oh well. Anyway, Mr. H, oh, sorry, I think you have to look up Google Breakout. I can't quite remember. It's one of the two for sure. It's all good. It's all good. I'll have to try that maybe even this stream, but I want to play a little of this, a little bit of mail delivery here. So we're playing Mail Time, which really is just so beautiful. And I returned victorious. Pixel Knight says I'm going to head out and try to sleep some. Remember to stay pixelated, everyone, and don't yell or sing while sick. I probably shouldn't stream while sick either. Thank you, my friend. Pixel Knight, you have a lovely night. Do good and be well, and stay safe and healthy. Stillwell says, well, I'm less sick. That's true. But I did have an odd time at work. I had to actively avoid a fan for the first time. Now, interesting. I feel like there's so many ways I could take this. Do we mean like there was a fan of yours who was stalking you? Or was there a ceiling fan that was a little too low? Or was there somebody waving a fan? I don't know. Oh, that's funny. The poem worked wonders. Oh, he read it to you? It was sick, right? A true wordsmith. He sent this in return. Oh, what could it be? A letter with a gift? Regards from Annie? Could have guessed. Something about that wife of his makes him a big softie. Something to mention. Okay, gotcha. PFC Stowell. I kind of figured that was the case. I forgot to tell you, I was passing by the Moda Center actually on my way up north, and I thought of you. I actually turned to Ms. Manna and I said, hey, you know what? I know someone who works there. And I was thinking it'd be neat to do a little Manna meetup of some sorts, but we were really just passing through and I didn't have the time. But I'll let you know if that changes. It'd be a lot of fun to meet up. So this week, I really hope you'll join me. Wednesday, I'm going to be streaming, but not from my account. I'm actually going to be joining the Level 857 podcast, and these guys are a lot of fun. I enjoy hanging out with them. I was on their 174th stream back in 2021. A little over a year ago now. And we were talking about me returning a few months back, but it didn't work out for this, that, and the other reason. And so we decided that we would reschedule, and then that rescheduling didn't happen either. Oh, the bee takes the little bottle cap. That's cute. But finally, we set up this time. Of course, now I'm sick, so that's a bummer. But I'm going to power through, and I'll be a guest on the podcast, and I'm excited for it. Might be a little low energy, but that's okay. You can see my podcast with them if you'd like on their channel. It was a lot of fun. We had a lot of great conversations. But anyway, that'll be Wednesday night. Well, actually, Wednesday afternoon, really, for me. 4:30 p.m. Pacific time. Please mark your calendars. I'll get a official announcement out here, but please do join me on their channel on YouTube. I'd love to have you hang out, and we're going to talk about video game related news and things like that. So again, the Level 857 podcast, Wednesday, 4:30 p.m. Pacific time. Come to their YouTube channel. If you want to bookmark that now or open up a tab, that's where you'll find me. And Seth, hey, how's it going? Well, I'm a little under the weather, but I'm playing a delightful little game and just relaxing with people. And I was just sharing that I'm doing a collaboration on someone's YouTube channel, the Level 857 podcast. A couple of a team of great guys. I'm looking forward to joining again for my second time on their podcast. And then on Friday in the morning, 9 a.m. Pacific time, I'll be joined by Twitchy Berry. We'll be unboxing some various cards, some Animal Crossing cards he sent me, as well as some CCGs. So I'm looking forward to that. And then on Saturday morning at, let me actually double check. Yeah, 11. I thought that was what it was. I'll be joined by Ghost Kid, an excellent Mario Kart player who's never played Super Mario Kart, and we'll be playing Super Mario Kart with the Nintendo Switch Online service. And I'll be talking to him about my experience with the game, showing him the mechanics, explaining them to him. And we'll be doing some races and having some fun times with Super Mario Kart. He's an amazing Mario Kart player, especially with Mario Kart 8 and Mario Kart 8 Deluxe. So the second part of our stream, which is not scheduled just yet, will be him teaching me some of the tips and tricks that he finds useful on Mario Kart 8 Deluxe. So that won't just be me learning, that'll be all of you as well, and I'm looking forward to that. So Seth, usually video game news. To answer your question of what the Light 57 usually discusses, they're into several different genres. Some of them are more into fighting games, some into RPGs. So among the whole group, actually, they sort of cover the gamut of video games genres. But their podcast is a lot of video game news. They usually look at stuff that's pertinent to the week that's going on, because they usually do this every week. And and they are going to send me some topic ideas here, I think tomorrow, actually. And look, Janet, I did it. Congrats, kid. Thanks. Did you still want to do other deliveries? Part of being a good mail scout is helping others. That sounds fun. All right, you go and do some more deliveries if they're available. I wonder what this little envelope is. Oh, look at that. A purple bottle cap that is certainly unique and not seen anywhere else. Honeydew doesn't actually taste anything like honey.
A raid has just been initiated.
Rainbow
All high-rank personnel,
Shores.
please report to the front desk to start the welcoming transmission.
And yeah, Seth, I know, aren't they good? I'm excited. Rebellion raid. Oh dear, the Rainbow Shores are under a rebellion. Friends, I'm a little under the weather, so you don't see me showing up on the camera. This is a non-camera stream, but it is lovely to have you here. Thank you. Welcome, Raiders. And I'm remiss, actually, because my dear friend Dash actually came in rated as well. I need to do a couple of shout outs, but I suppose I'll do them in backwards order. So first, a shout out to Rainbow Shores. Thank you so much for the raid. How's your stream playing Monster Hunter World? Welcome to all you raiders. And I also want to shout out my friend Dash Magnum. So Rainbow Shores, you probably have seen around here at various times. Rainbow Shores, I don't believe considers himself family friendly these days, but mostly like a mostly clean streamer, right? I could be wrong on that. Rainbow Shores, Christian guy, musician, fan of Spyro. But I also have to shout out Dash Magnum, who's playing Star Wars: The Old Republic. I think he calls himself like a PG streamer. He himself, is clean, but sometimes the content goes a little intense. Wow, did you stream for 9 hours straight, Rainbow Shores? Mr. H and PFC Stillwell are discussing the name, which this is interesting. I actually kind of want to go back to this. So you see, PFC is the highest rank I achieved in the U.S. Army, private first class. And that's what Mr. H was suspecting that it was. And because his dad was in the Marines, and tried to explain how ranking up worked in the Marine Corps. So I guess it may be how it is for the Army, but the Marines definitely seem different. What makes sense while sharing some similarities, the Marines and the Army are quite different. Wow, Rainbow Shores, 9 hours. That's a full, big, long day. Hey. Right, Dash. Thank you. Oh, man. I love it. Well, very cool. Good conversations. And what does pine taste like? Tree flavor? I don't know. What are these little things? Let's try this. Okay, we can save game. Extra challenge. No, where did this? How do we get to this? Okay, deliveries. Oh, one for Greg. For some added fun, see if you can find a way all the way to the top of the map. Yep, up there. There you will be able to find the super secret 6th bottle cap. Post a screenshot of the bottle cap in your inventory in the Mail Time Discord and get the exclusive cursed bear roll. What? I don't know how this works, but I kind of dig it. All right. I want to look at what does this do? Quit home screen. No. Cancel out of there. Oh, that's kind of fun. And then that's that. Okay, so now I can just get out of here, I believe, by pushing the start button. No. No, I can't do that. Well, actually, how do I get out of this? Cancel. Maybe I'll just hit escape on the keyboard. Oh, no, that doesn't work either. Rainbow Shore says, I try to be, but sometimes a word or two slips out. There we go. You should really give Monster Hunter World a try, bud. I didn't think I'd like it at all, but I've put 81 hours in since Christmas. Really? I mean, what can I say? Oh, I just have to click on that again. Okay. I mean, I would be up for trying it. I played a little on the 3DS in a demo that I had gotten, and I thought it was kind of interesting. World looks pretty impressive. That seems like going backwards. I was just going to see if I could try to get up to the area they were discussing. Might be sort of glitching my way, right? You know? It helps to play Monster Hunter with friends, but I agree. Okay. Well, it just so happens that I have a few of those. Some of whom are right here in this stream. And who I know happen to have the game. So there's got to be a way to get over to that, huh? But how? Oh boy. Maybe up there? Oh. Oh. Is there something on this side? No. Well, that didn't quite work out. I'm going to blow my nose and ponder this. If you have any ideas, let me know. Yeah, Rainbow Shores, I would like to do that with you. That would be fun. Of course, the problem is trying to figure out when. It's always the timing of these things. I wonder if I could sort of get over here. Oops, hello. And then if I sort of was up here. Oh. Oh. Okay. Haha, cursed bear bottle cap beats Battlestar Galactica. I think we just achieved a thing. Oh, that's not what I meant to do. Whoa, what is going on? What is going on? What did I just do? What even is this? Whoa. Am I actually capturing? It's like an Xbox. Wait, what? What is going on? That's kind of cool looking. But stupid. Let's put it away. Anyway. I wanted to take a screenshot, but apparently that's not how you take a screenshot in this game. I don't know. I should just give up while I'm ahead, right? Now I can't seem to... Well, now it's... now it seems to... Have I seen Battlestar Galactica before? As a matter of fact, I've seen the original. I saw a couple episodes of it. But I actually did watch through the Battlestar Galactica series, the entire series. The one that was, probably early 2000s. And I thought it was fantastic. What's his name? The actor who plays the Admiral. Can't think of his name right now. He was phenomenal, and the actor did so great. And then wasn't there a spin-off later that was sort of going into his history as a younger captain? Like I said, it's been a while. I actually was thinking about watching it again at some point. But Adama, there we go. Oh, I wish I could remember the actor's name. Yeah, Adama's the... let's see. Who plays Admiral Adama? Edward James Olmos. That's right. And, oh, man, he just is so good. Yeah, no, Mr. H, actually, I would agree with you on the original. I feel like it was pretty good, what I saw. I didn't watch all of it, but, it was like, hey, this is pretty good. But, of course, the Battlestar Galactica that most people think of, that came out. Let's take a look. Battlestar Galactica. 2004 to 2009. That's what most people think of. And boy, it was very good. I do think overall a great series. Still a little bit confused over the finale. Not 100% sure how I feel about it. Kind of want to go back and watch the whole thing again and see if maybe I still think that way or not. I don't know. Anyway, I gotta say thank you to everyone. Thank you so much for the raids. First of all, Dash and Rainbow Shores, that was incredibly kind and unexpected, actually, especially with such a late night and last minute stream. But it was really great, and I'm so glad I got to stream mostly with you being able to be present, Dash. Sorry I missed your stream, but thank you so much. And so Dash, also thank you so much for the resubscription for 62 months in a row. I can't even believe it. Animate Barrel, thank you for the resubscription, 30 months. That's wild. The big 3-0. Thank you to MVH Nexus for the 95 bits. Gar for the 11 months of subscribing. And I actually am thinking about trying to put together some thoughts on monetization, and I'm actually trying to be better at the use of my money. I want to share this with you before I wrap up the stream, but something actually came up. I've been reflecting a lot on use of money, and I was speaking to a priest who talked about a business manager of theirs that once said, looking back at how you use your money actually shows a certain amount of your theology. Where do you invest your treasure? And so that got me thinking, where do I invest my treasure? What is the the biggest thing I sink money into, Probably unsurprising. I don't know, because I'm not particularly attuned to these things, and I need to get better at it. It's something I want to grow in 2023 especially, and but it would be no surprise to me, and I'm sure no surprise to most of you, that most of my fun money goes into buying video games, right? So anyways, I'm thinking though, I'd like to really think about sort of the big things right now that I spend money on: video games, streaming, all the sort of things that go into streaming. Probably eating out a little bit too much for lunches and things like that. Musical instruments and equipment and things like that. So, those are probably the big four, And oddly on there, where is like, and we're not talking about, mortgage and, all that kind of stuff. I'm just talking about like sort of fun money stuff. But, still, it's like, why am I not setting aside for, even though out of, the total income, there's money set aside for our church community and service and things like that. Maybe even considering some of that personal money, that little sacrifice to give to others would be good. But anyway, my thought is to sort of refocus and think about, what in a year do I want to purchase, and if I can look at a pie chart and say, what are the things that I want, and I decide this would be worth pursuing, and then is it balanced correctly? That's what I'm thinking of doing, and that way I can sort of plan for the months, each month, and so, in terms of video games, I'm realizing how many video games have I not played yet. It's probably time to slow that and to really refocus on some more important things. And I do think streaming is going to be one of the more important things that I would spend fun money on, and I'd like to sort of upgrade and improve aspects of the stream, because I think that this is a great way of building relationships, of helping other people grow, and hopefully holding myself more accountable. So that's what I'm thinking anyways. Thank you, Mr. H. So I see this very much as an extension of ministry. I mean, I really do. I don't know if this sounds strange to some of you or not, but when I started this, I had that in mind. It's the idea that, well, hopefully I can be a good role model on the internet. I do believe in objective truth and in sharing things, hopefully very humbly and charitably, and offering things that I've found that I believe are true, and of course, continuing to be honed by all of you, and hopefully, even today, making that mistake, but being able to own up to my confusion of Taiwanese and Taiwan and Thailand, So, those things happen, and we're human, and humility is such a gift, but we frequently don't exercise it these days out of fear, I believe. I know for me, that's speaking as somebody who has often tried to hide faults. I always felt fear that I can't show these things because it would make me look ill-prepared or ill-suited for my job or for the relationships that I have or whatever. Silly, really. So now I'm so humble that the great Scooter102089 can dominate me in a couple of rounds of GoldenEye 007 last night. And a couple of rounds of Quiplash. And I just accept it, knowing that my friend Scooter102089 is a great guy and happens to be better at those games than me. And it's okay, because we had fun. And Scooter102089, playing all these wonderful retro games, just so happens to, well, dominate me. Anyway, we had a fun time in Scooter's stream. Thank you, Scooter, for that. That was great. Animate Barrel's great too. That's true. But yeah, we had a fun time in Scooter's stream. Although I gotta say, thank you, Animate Barrel, for the unit tab. But I gotta say, there were a couple of Quiplash questions that were they were tough. They were tough, and a couple that I think I was pretty proud of mine, but they didn't perform that well. Oh well, that's okay. And actually, I think we had a lot of fun. The slapping was a lot of fun. So we played GoldenEye 007 for those of you who don't know. And that game came out for the not the virtual console, the Nintendo Switch Online service, the N64 service, and it was really very laggy for poor Scooter and I at the start. It was earlier in the day, and I know Scooter had some issues with the internet, and so we were playing this. It was no auto aim or aim assist or whatever they call it, and slapping only, first to 5. And we were dropping so many frames. I mean, it must have been, 5 frames a second or less. It was terrible. And sometimes it would just stop and then start again. It was so funny trying to slap each other to victory. And I think I did win that one, and I won in lasers. But later we tried it after some Quiplash in the evening. Evil Guy, actually first Scooter and I played some, and it performed really well, and then Evil Guy came in even, so we had 3 players, and it still performed way better, I would say almost smooth, but those last few games I got dominated, but that's all right. We did explore the alternative button mapping, and that worked out really well. So trying to play that game with more modern style controls, it actually made a lot of sense with the Pro controller. But I do have the N64 controller, and I'll play it with that at some point and let Scooter know how it goes. And I might talk to my buddy who's local who has another N64 controller, and maybe we'll try the dual N64 controller setup just for fun. But anyways, friends, it is almost 11:30 p.m. I just remind you again, I'll set out a schedule. But Wednesday night, or Wednesday 4:30 p.m. Pacific time, join me on Level 857's podcast. Should be a lot of fun. And then also on Friday at 9, I'll be joined by Twitchy Berry. We'll be playing some Mario Kart and unboxing some cards. CCGs and Animal Crossing amiibo cards. And then 11 o'clock on Saturday, Ghost Kid and I hitting the races with some original Super Mario Kart, and that should be a lot of fun too. So that would be fun, Scooter. So everybody, thanks again. This was a real treat. I hope you enjoyed these games. I'm looking forward to mail time. I'd like to get this. And I'm going to have to join their Discord now and show the Cursed Bear bottle cap, because I got up there, by gum. Anyways. Hey, Mr. H, right on. Do good and be well, my friends. Have a lovely, lovely evening. Sleep well. Know that I really appreciate you. And I always enjoy hanging out. Bye-bye.